Since January 2026, there have been at least 7 significant policy and system changes across major U.S. airlines and airports. Not one of them was announced in a press release. Not one showed up in your inbox. They were buried in terms updates, contract of carriage pages, and internal directives that nobody reads, and that is not an accident. So before your next trip, let's go through exactly what changed, because some of these are going to surprise you, and at least one of them is going to make you genuinely annoyed that nobody told you sooner. Let's start with the one that is catching the most people off guard right now. Southwest Airlines ended free checked bags on January 27, 2026. I know. That was the whole thing with Southwest. That was the reason millions of people booked with them without even comparing prices. Bags fly free. It was basically their entire identity. But as of late January, that policy is gone. The first checked bag now costs between $35 and $65, depending on your route and when you book. No press conference, no email, just a quiet update to their policy page. Here's why this matters more than just the fee itself. A lot of travelers still have Southwest on autopilot. They book it because they assume it's the cheaper option when you factor in bags. But now, when you actually run the numbers with the bag fee included, Southwest is sometimes more expensive than competitors. So before you book your next Southwest flight out of habit, pull up the total cost with bags included and compare it against 1 or 2 other airlines. It only takes 2 minutes, and it could save you a lot more than that. Okay, next one, and this one stings, because we have all been getting away with this for years. That plastic bag sizer at the gate? Gate agents are now actually using it. Starting in 2025 and really picking up hard through 2026, American, Spirit, and Frontier have all pushed their gate agents to physically pull bags and test them in the sizer. This isn't just a look and wave situation anymore, and here is something I did not know until recently. At Frontier, gate agents actually receive a $10 commission for every oversized carry-on they send to baggage claim. That explains a lot, honestly. If your bag doesn't fit, you're paying a gate check fee on the spot, anywhere from $25 to $75, depending on the airline. No warning, no appeal. My tip: measure your bag at home with an actual tape measure before you leave, not by eye. If it's borderline, check it online during booking when the fee is cheaper. And if you want to test it before your travel day, you can actually find sizers in the departure area near check-in at most airports before security, before you're committed. This next one is something that most people are walking right through without realizing they have a choice. TSA now has facial recognition cameras, called the CAT-2 system, at over 65 airports across the US. Most travelers walk up, look at the camera, and assume it's just part of the process. Like taking your shoes off, you just do it. But it is completely optional, every single time. You can opt out with 0 penalties, 0 extra screening hassle. What the system does is scan your face and match it to your ID. TSA calls it faster and more secure. What they don't say out loud is that your facial geometry gets added to a federal database, and once it's in, it doesn't come out. If you want to opt out, just tell the agent clearly, "I'm opting out of facial recognition." They will hand-check your ID instead. It adds about 30 seconds. That's it. Your face stays yours. Speaking of the security line, Real ID enforcement is now fully active, and there is a new fee attached to not having one that most people have never heard of. If you show up with a driver's license that isn't Real ID compliant, TSA launched something called the Confirm ID program. It lets you verify your identity through alternative means and still board your flight, but it costs $45 per person. Payable right there at the security checkpoint. Airlines don't mention this at booking. It's not in your confirmation email. You find out when you're standing in line, possibly running late, with your whole family. Here's the quick check. Look at your driver's license right now. See a gold star in the upper right corner? You're good. No star. You'll want to make a DMV appointment before your next trip. It's a one-time fix. Paying $45 every single time you fly is not a fun alternative. If you fly United and you're someone who cuts it close on check-in, this one is for you. On February 27, 2026, United quietly updated its domestic check-in policy. Passengers without checked bags now need to check in at least 45 minutes before departure. The old window was 30 minutes. One line. Buried in the contract of carriage. No announcement. Miss that window and your seat can be released, even if you have a confirmed reservation, even if your boarding pass is already pulled up on your phone. My personal rule, and the one I genuinely recommend, be checked in and physically at your gate at least 60 minutes before any domestic departure. Stop playing the margins. The rules changed, and the airline is counting on you not knowing that yet. This one is quick, but it adds up fast. Between January and March 2026, Delta, United, American, and Alaska all quietly raised their checked bag fees. Some by $5, some by $10 per bag each way. No press releases. The price just changed on a web page. For a family of 4, doing a round trip with bags, that's potentially $160 in extra fees compared to 14 months ago per trip. Never assume you know the bag fee based on what you paid last time. Check the airline's baggage fee page the day you book. Screenshot it. Save it with your confirmation. It takes 30 seconds and it keeps you from getting surprised. Last one, and this one matters if you ever check a bag. Delta restructured its internal lost baggage claims process in early 2026. The documentation requirements got stricter, approval timelines got longer, and now the burden of proof falls heavier on the passenger, meaning you need receipts, purchase dates, and item valuations up front, or your claim can get reduced or denied. The fix is honestly so simple, it almost feels too easy. Before every trip, open your checked bag and take a photo of the contents with your phone. Not the bag itself, what's inside it. Then email that photo to yourself. Now, it's time-stamped and stored. If your bag disappears, you have evidence that's hard to argue with. So to recap,
let's talk about the rule that refuses to die, the 311 liquids rule. Despite all the TikToks claiming it's gone, it's still very real in 2026. You can only bring liquids under 3.4 ounces or 100 milliliters in a clear quart-size bag. Here's what changed. Not the rule, but the technology. Many U.S. airports now use computed tomography scanners that can actually see through your bag in 3D. Where those scanners exist, you can leave liquids and laptops inside your carry-on, but not every airport has them yet. Chicago O'Hare, Dallas Fort Worth, and Miami International do. Smaller airports mostly don't. So unless you know for sure your airport has CT lanes, pack like it's still 2010. And this one's big. Airlines are quietly tightening carry-on sizes again. Some are enforcing stricter dimensions. Others, like Southwest starting 2026, are reworking seat assignments and baggage fees. Translation: weigh and measure your bags, or risk paying $75 at the gate. Quick tip: pack your liquids for TSA and your sanity, because the rule's not going anywhere this year. If you're heading to Europe in 2026, your first stop might look a little different. The EU's new Entry-Exit System, or EES, officially launched on October 12, 2025, and becomes mandatory by April 10, 2026. That means every time you enter or leave the Schengen zone, which is, most of Europe, your photo and fingerprints will be recorded digitally. No more quick passport stamp, and enjoy your stay. Now, you'll face a short biometric scan at an automated gate. For first-timers, expect it to take a few extra minutes. Once you're in the system, it's faster next time. But if you're connecting flights in Europe, build in extra time between arrivals and departures. And here's what's next. The ETIAS Travel Authorization, Europe's version of the US ESTA, goes live late 2026. That means US travelers will have to apply online before flying, even for short stays. It's quick and cheap, about €7. But don't forget to do it, or you won't even board your flight. Pro tip: if you're traveling with a spouse or friend, register together on your first EES entry to stay in the same queue. 2026 isn't just changing how you fly, it's changing how much you pay. Starting April 1st, 2026, the UK air passenger duty increases again. That means flights leaving the UK, especially in premium cabins, just got pricier, and you'll probably see similar fuel surcharges creeping into ticket prices worldwide. But here's one piece of good news. The U.S. Department of Transportation passed new refund rules that force airlines to issue automatic refunds when they cancel or delay flights significantly. No more waiting on hold for 4 hours to beg for your money back. You'll also get refunds if you paid for extras, like seat upgrades or Wi-Fi, and the airline didn't deliver. Still, keep screenshots of delay times and receipts for anything you purchase. Automation only works when the data is clean, and missing proof can slow refunds. And if your flight's canceled overnight, ask the gate for the airline's customer service plan. Many are now required to offer food or hotel vouchers for eligible delays. Because in 2026, the airlines finally have to play fair, but only if you know your rights. Here's what works best in 2026 MPC, Global Entry, and Clear Plus. Mobile Passport Control, or MPC, is the official U.S. Customs app that lets you submit your arrival info before you reach the officer. It's 100% free and now accepted at over 50 U.S. airports. If you travel internationally twice a year or more, Global Entry is still your best bet. And you can use the same kiosk for re-entry even if your travel companion doesn't have it. Clear Plus continues to expand in 2026, but only speeds up ID check, not TSA security itself. Combine Clear with PreCheck, and you're golden. And finally, those facial recognition boarding gates aren't going away. By the end of 2026, most U.S. international terminals will board passengers by face scan instead of paper passes. If that makes you uneasy, you can opt out. Just tell the agent you prefer a manual check. And here's the exciting part. Those trials with the digital travel credential, where your passport lives securely in your phone, are expanding fast. Within a couple years, you might walk through an airport without touching a single document. So, start practicing now. Keep your ID, passport, and phone together. That's your travel triangle for the future. Have a real ID license or passport. Physical always wins. Enroll your digital ID only if your state and airport support it. Pack liquids under 3.4 ounces and assume TSA still cares. If flying to Europe, learn the EES timeline and ETS requirement. Keep receipts for refund claims and airline credits. Use MPC or Global Entry to skip customs lines. And don't be the person who finds out at the gate that your digital ID doesn't work here yet. Because travel in 2026 isn't harder. It just rewards the people who prepare. If you found this helpful, tap subscribe and share it with that one friend who still argues with the TSA about their water bottle. Smart flights, smooth connections, and I'll see you in the next one. Airports are full of hidden secrets that airlines strictly keep quiet about. Sneaky psychological tricks and silent money traps most travelers never even notice. And even some new, surprisingly banned items that can get you in trouble at security. But today, you're about to join the elite club of people who know exactly what's going on behind the scenes. Airlines don't want you to hear this, but hey, we're not here to play nice. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's jump right in. Ever feel oddly relaxed sitting at your gate? Yeah, that's not a coincidence. Lower ceilings, soft carpets, warm lighting. It's all designed to trick your brain into spending more money. Studies show calm passengers spend up to 10% more at duty-free shops. So next time you feel that weird sense of peace, just remember, you're basically hypnotized. Why do you have to walk through a mini mall just to get to your gate? It's called the Golden Walk strategy. Airports literally design terminals to force you past every tempting shop possible. You're basically trapped inside a giant, overpriced vending machine. What happens after you drop your suitcase off? Honestly, even the staff kinda loses track. Machines sort your bag based on barcodes. But if a belt moves too slow, too fast, or an old sticker is still on there, boom! Your bag could end up sunbathing in Aruba while you're stuck in Chicago. No, it's not just your imagination. At 30,000 feet, your taste buds lose up to 30% of their power. Airlines load up meals with salt and spices just to make them taste normal. Oh, and fun fact, airlines plan menus up to a year in advance. One airline even saved $40,000 a year just by removing one olive from their salads. Ever rubbed a cloth between your palms at security? They're not checking for germs. They're scanning for trace chemicals tied to dangerous materials. And yeah, some airports secretly run facial recognition before you even reach the gate. Think 100 milliliters is the unbreakable rule? Not exactly. Frozen liquids, like breast milk, formula, or medication, can sail right through security. Just declare them. Frozen, they're not liquid by TSA standards. Think your cozy little neck pillow is harmless? Think again. Believe it or not, TSA can, and does, flag travel accessories like neck pillows if they suspect something's hidden inside. There have been real cases where people hollowed out pillows to smuggle banned items. Good news! If you're looking for a 100% comfortable and ultra-supportive travel pillow, you have to check out my favorite, the Turtle Pillow. It's a game changer for travel comfort. You'll find the link in the description. Some airports have secret tunnels only employees know about. Example, Frankfurt Airport. There's a hidden walking tunnel between Terminals 1 and 2. Next time, ask an airport employee with a friendly smile. Sometimes, they'll tip you off. Public charging stations, danger zones. Hackers load malware into USB ports to steal your data. Protect yourself, always plug into a wall outlet. Or better yet, use a USB data blocker. They're cheap. Search USB condom. Same with Wi-Fi. If you must use airport Wi-Fi, run a VPN. Want to glide through security like a VIP? TSA PreCheck lets you skip lines, keep your shoes on, and leave your laptop tucked away. Best part? Approval lasts 5 years and saves hours of waiting. Check your reservation 4 days before your flight. That's when airlines often start offering free seat upgrades if they need to fill premium spots. You snooze, you lose, so check early and often. Frequent flyer programs aren't just about free flights. Many offer hidden perks like priority boarding, luxury lounges, rental car discounts, and even hotel upgrades. Rack up those points. It's like hacking your entire travel life. Want the best flight deals? Book between 3 weeks and 4 months before departure. Even better, book on Tuesday afternoons when airlines slash prices to compete with each other. Pro tip: set flight alerts and be flexible. Flying midweek or on holidays can save you hundreds. Jet lag crushing your vibe? Adjust your sleep schedule before you fly. Set your watch to your destination's time zone the moment you board. Stay hydrated, skip the booze, get sunlight as soon as possible after landing. And if needed, a little melatonin can help. Don't let jet lag steal a single day of your trip. All those weird codes and numbers, they're not random. The letters tell you your seat class. Y for economy, J for business, F for first. The numbers show your gate, boarding zone, and more. Learn the codes, and you'll move through the airport like a secret agent. Think VIP lounges are only for the rich? Not anymore. Many airports sell 24-hour lounge passes cheaper than a motel room. Free food, free showers, naps, heaven. Also, some credit cards secretly give you free lounge access even if you're flying economy. Look it up before your trip. Airplanes are one of the most advanced ways to travel. But let's be honest, most people still don't know half the secrets. The ones that make flying easier, cleaner, and more comfortable. So whether it's your first flight or your 100th, here are 7 simple air travel tips you'll wish someone told you sooner. Let's start with something chilly. Literally. Window seats are great for the view. But did you know they're also noticeably colder? The air outside the plane can drop to minus 140 degrees Fahrenheit. That external cold transfers through the plane's walls. And the window seats? They get the worst of it, especially during summer when you're dressed light. If you love sitting by the window, layer up. Or just ask the crew for a blanket. Simple fix. Major comfort upgrade. Next, let's talk about what you're drinking. Hot drinks like coffee or tea? You might want to skip them. Here's why. The water used to make them often isn't clean. It comes from tanks that are rarely sanitized properly. Studies found E. coli and staph bacteria in that water. Some flight attendants refuse to drink it themselves, so if they're avoiding it, maybe you should too. Instead, ask for bottled water or juice. Much safer, much smarter. Here's something you probably don't want to hear. The dirtiest spots on the entire plane? They're not the bathrooms, they're the tray tables and seatback pockets. Yeah, those pockets in front of you? They're full of trash from previous passengers, used tissues, food wrappers, random junk, and tray tables. Flight attendants say people actually change diapers on them. Diapers. So do yourself a favor. Bring disinfectant wipes, keep your stuff in your bag, and never, never put food directly on the tray. If you get to pick your flight time, always go with a morning flight. Here's why. Delays stack up as the day goes on. The earlier you fly, the fewer problems from ripple effect delays. It's also smoother in the air. Morning flights usually hit less turbulence, so if you hate bumpy rides or running late, fly early. You'll thank yourself.